Like we promised that we would have last week.
Promised y'all we had something in store, and thankfully came through.
We have one of the most talked about, hottest artist out right now. Actually, he's been on pretty much every major hip-hop outlet
Coming
recently.
up in WSOE, coming up in Complex, Hot New Hip Hop's been covering him.
Noisy, Two Dope Boys, Pitchfork, pretty much everything, you name it.
Putting together quite a resume.
Yep.
Coming straight out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Give it up for Wells, y'all.
In the building.
Yo, how are y'all doing, Elon?
Yeah, man, welcome to campus.
Yeah, welcome to Elon, man.
Thank you for having me, yo. It's a hassle getting here. Y'all like tucked away in my town.
We like to hide a little
sorry
bit
about
around
that.
here. But yeah, of course, no, thanks for coming out. We've been following you. You've been catching a lot of buzz lately. It's been a pretty quick rise, it seems like. But I've heard you've been grinding, you've been hustling for quite a while. So, thank you very much for coming out.
Oh man, thank you for having me, yo. Like you said, it has been, it's all happening kind of so fast. But I'm just glad that there's people out there that like my music, that like it as much as I do. So it's dope.
Yeah, and we kind of want to know like how, not like we know the talent, but how did you get your name out there, and how did all these blogs pick you up so quick? Or it seemed quick to me.
Man, really, I just have to give that up to my team, man. Immaculate Taste, that's also my label. Those guys, they did an awesome job of just getting my music out there, pushing it to the people. Also with the help of a few others, but really it just started with the team, Immaculate Taste. Me and my two cousins, Mike Tambashi and Alec Lamami. We just had the plan and found the people that would, help us do it, and we did it.
And that's dope. I know you said in your XXL interview, your cousin's meant a lot to you. You grew up with the same sort of rap that they did. So that's awesome, keep the family together.
Yeah, definitely.
Grow together. So, all right, so one of the ways we heard about you was a collab with Sci-Hi the Prince.
Yeah, that's how I knew I was like, okay, Wells is for real. Like,
yeah,
that's a good look.
That's a big you made it moment. And so how did Sci-Hi, hear about you, and how did y'all link up, and what was that process?
That was a weird process. I forgot where I was. I think I was on the couch at my homie spot, surfing this couch. Like, I had no spot to stay. Just, on this couch writing this music. And my manager comes in and was like, bruh, we on. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What's going on? What's going on? Like, yo, Sci-Hi's manager just hit us up for a verse. Like, yo, he wants you on the Mandela remix. Yo, we need this ASAP. And I'm like, Sci-Hi who? Like, we're talking about the same Sci-Hi. And he's like, yes. And I'm like, oh my God. So his management, I hit up my management, and that's just how it got cracking.
Dope.
Did he say how he found you, or just
they said they've been watching me for a minute, and it's just like around like the time that I was like gearing to drop my next tape is when they hit me up and they were like, yo, like, we believe in you, like, what I'm saying, we like your music, we like what you've been doing, let's go ahead and make this collab happen.
It's dope.
For sure.
So kind of like going off that, the song was Mandela, and you performed in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
But that was before that.
Yeah, that was way before that.
Okay,
yeah.
That's too bad. That would have been dope to.
I know. I think about that every single day.
Of course.
I bet. What was that show like?
South Africa. The trip to South Africa. I was actually going out there to meet my executive producer, Alec Lamami, and we were gonna put the finishing touches on the tape, MTSYD. So. But I was just going out there to like chill. We decided we wanted to shoot a video out there, so I was going out there to shoot a video. And at the same time, he told a couple of like, I guess people in the scene out there, in the hip hop scene in South Africa, that I was coming, and they were also fans of my music. So they were just like, "Yo, do you think he'd be down to do a show?" And I was like, "Yeah, like, it's in South Africa, Who wouldn't?" So that's just how it came about. Just
that's pretty impressive. Not a lot of people coming up can say they performed.
For sure,
South Africa.
That's a good place to have heard of you.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
So that's dope. That's getting the global touch in, and like we said, Sci-Hi the Prince. That's another name that for sure is great to have. Great to have attached to yours.
Do you want to maybe? We've been talking, kind of show the people what if they haven't heard of Wells.
Yeah,
before.
man. If they haven't heard, they're about to for sure.
So let's show them one of his biggest songs. I'd say this is Django. Django by Wells. So you're from Charlotte originally.
Yep, the west side of Charlotte.
All right. What kind of influence did that put on your music, and like what kind of relationships do you have with the other artists coming up from Charlotte and North Carolina?
How Charlotte influenced my music, man. Just pretty much in the sense of like the culture and what was going on, kind of like hardened me, kind of made me tough and like just showed me the ropes, kind of. That's what I would say Charlotte attributed for me, at least, was just showing me the ropes and just giving me a basis to start my music off of. It wasn't until like I left other places and going with like Alec, my executive producer, did it kind of, I guess, refine the raw emotion that Charlotte gave me. I mean, Charlotte gave me just a lot of raw emotions with like whatever was going on in the city. Like I lost a lot of homies there. Just a lot.
Yeah.
Charlotte attributes to my emotion, and that's what it is. And my relationship with the other artists, we're cool. Like it's all love in the city. Like we all support each other. Like De Niro Farrar is from my city. There's a couple other artists I'm not sure if you're familiar with, like Frace and Bankroll Bird. Like we're all homies. We all support each other, and it's just about showcasing what the city has. I mean, even as a state, honestly.
Yeah, it seemed for a while for me like just being in Charlotte. I saw there's a ton of rappers from Charlotte, but the unity was kind of lacking. And it seemed like recently that kind of changed, and now you guys are. Like I saw Fraze, he's getting a lot of the shine, on like the same kind of shine you're getting. So you think the unity is really what kind of drove it forward?
I'd say a little bit of the unity, and I feel like every artist from Charlotte has a chip on their shoulder. You know what I mean? Especially me, at least. You know, just being from there and not really giving the respect of, let's say, in Atlanta, when I mean geographically we're bigger than Atlanta. But you know what I'm saying? It's just. You know what I mean? That chip on your shoulder that we have that really, I guess, forced everyone to, like, step up their, like, production, step up their artistry to get noticed. I wouldn't say to attribute it to the unity, because it's not like all these blogs know that Frace is, like, actually my homie. Like, we actually kick it, or, like, De Niro's actually my big homie, and, like, we actually, like, have real conversations outside of music. So I would just say it's everyone's own personal drive and will to be better, and I feel like that's what Charlotte has. Like every person from Charlotte.
That's a good answer.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope for sure.
That's a good answer.
And I mean, being someone that's gone places like South Africa and has taken his name, you know, now across the country, do you feel like you're sort of repping the Charlotte brand as one of the pioneers, one of the first people to branch out and start really making an impact? Do you feel like you're sort of, I mean, I don't want to put you in a box, of course, by your location, but
no, I definitely know what you mean, and it's like sometimes I feel like that, but I have to, like, you know what I mean, check myself sometimes, because I mean, honestly, like, if you start to believe that you're a pioneer, then that's to say that you've already done your work. I haven't done anything yet. You know what I mean? I haven't done what I've wanted to do. I haven't actually made Charlotte a powerhouse for music yet. Not saying that it's gonna all come from me, but that's not where it's at. You know what I mean? So for me to say that I'm a pioneer, I mean, yeah, we're starting in this building, but I don't want to call myself a pioneer just yet. I'm just, you know what I mean, getting my feet wet.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Plenty to build on. So, all right, so we got questions. So, it's been quiet for just like a short amount of time around your name. So, what's the next project we can be expecting? I mean, are we expecting, you know, you're in the studio working right now?
Album?
I'm always working. I'm always working. I've always just been a firm believer in quality over quantity. That's why I don't necessarily put out music every week or every 2 weeks. I could if I wanted to. Yeah. I just choose not to, because I mean, during those times I'm perfecting the song. I don't just make a song and be like, okay, that's it. All right, let's just put it out. Like I'll spend, you know what I mean, time with it and try to perfect it. But as far as my new project. Yeah, I mean, you can expect one. I don't want to say how long it's gonna be. I don't want to say if it's an album or if it's an EP or if it's a mixtape, which by definition I do not do mixtapes. Just thought I'd put that out there. But it's gonna be called Sophisticated Trap, and we're looking to drop it in May. Okay. It's gonna be I don't know. It's gonna be good. That's all I can say about it.
Trap influence, or is that just kind of part of the name?
Sophisticated Trap is just to embody just the new generation these days, you know what I'm saying, with anything, not even necessarily meaning the trap, you know what I mean, literally, but just in anything. I feel like this generation has taken a lot of the things that past generations have done and just made them a lot more modern and a lot more easier to do now, made them more accessible to the average person.
And that's what you're bringing, at least with that title.
Yeah, with that title. And I'm not gonna say it's a conceptual, you know what I mean, body of work, but that's just the title. I thought of it and I thought it was cool.
Yeah, no, that's all for sure.
And I got a few questions about your like influences, because you have a huge like variety of sounds. Like you have like boom bap, you have a trap, or like a rock instrumental almost, sort of for like the bike safety song. Where do you draw most of your influence from, or does it just come from a ton of places?
Man. Well, first, I'd have to attribute it a little bit to Alec. He kind of just got me on the path of just listening to different music. He's one of my influences. But other than that, it's just, I don't know, I've always liked different kinds of music, and I've always felt like I kind of relate music back to basketball a lot, because I love basketball. Like, disclaimer, I'm probably the best rapper / basketball player.
Oh, wow. All right, throwing down the gauntlet. That's
yeah, I just thought I'd throw that out there. But I relate music back to basketball a lot, just because I feel like it's better to be an all-around player than it is to be the 3-point specialist or the highest jumper. And even with music is, why limit myself to just being the greatest trap rapper of all time or just this sound? Why not master every last one of them? You know what I mean? And that's just kind of
For sure.
why, you know, my music's all over the place.
That's dope.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, a multifaceted approach to the game is definitely good to hear about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not a lot of artists will do that. So.
Yeah. A lot of people like to stay in their lane. But so about your process then, of course, also in that Double X interview, you talked a little bit about your writing process.
Yeah.
But I'm interested, when you hear a beat and you say, all right, like I can put a track over that. Does the verse start to form in your head then? Is it normally like a written you have? You know, what's that moment for you when someone sends a beat, you open that MP3 and you're like, all right, this is a Wells song?
Man, I haven't even figured it out, man. A lot of people ask me like my formula, and I honestly don't have one. Like, it's just now I'm just figuring it out now, and it's like whenever I hear a beat, it just depends really. Depending on how hot the beat is and how the beat make me feel, I could write the verse in 15 minutes, or it could take me a week to. It just depends. I can't really say like, well, this is what's gonna happen whenever I get a beat. But I mean, it's cool. It's like a little surprise with each one. You know what I mean?
Nice, yeah.
It's like a new challenge. I look at it as.
Because you said you don't write like to the beat like a traditional, like you kind of write to anything or just
sometimes
outside, or...
for a lot of things, like what I do is like I'm sitting around my homies all day and like we'll just sit around and bullshit. Well, you know what I'm saying? Just sit around and you know what I mean? Just talk. You know what I mean? Yeah. Talk all day. And then like I'll just say quirky, weird stuff, and I'll be like, wait, that kind of sounds cool. So I'll just elaborate on that. But there's necessarily no beat. And let's say I hear a beat, and then I'll just match, you know what I mean, what I said with the beat sometimes. It just really depends. It's not, you know what I mean, either or.
For sure. It's an organic writing process.
Yeah.
For sure.
That
last song before the ad, of course, was actually unheard before. So thank you for the opportunity to premiere.
Oh, man, no doubt. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank y'all.
Okay, so I got a few more questions before we're gonna get into some performance stuff. Nothing crazy, just maybe some acapellas or whatever. Cool. Just so you know, it's a different element, you know, performing it like live than the studio recorded version. But I wanted to know, what was like to you the biggest moment of your career so far that kind of pushed you over, and also what's like the craziest moment to you so far that you're just like, dang, this is real?
The biggest moment, man, that I can say that really hasn't happened to me yet because I'm still living normal. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, yeah.
So, but the craziest thing I would say that happened to me was I was in New York and we were leaving the Webster Hall. I think it was just like their house party that they were like every single Wednesday. Vashti was DJing, and we're walking out of Webster Hall. And I see my manager Mike talking to somebody, and I walk past. I'm not even paying attention because I mean it was cold in New York. I'm just trying to get home.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm like halfway up the street walking towards the subway, and Mike's like, "Yo, come back." I'm like, "Man, dude, what do you want? Like, let's go home." He's like, "Yo, Joey Badass wants to meet you," and I'm like, "What?"
Just words,
like, yeah. So I mean, I go over there, and he's like, "Yo, like, you're Wells," and I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He's like, "Yo, bro, I've heard of you. Like, your music is dope. I like your music. I like your stuff." And we just really like kicked it outside of Webster Hall for like 45 minutes, just ciphering.
That's dope.
Me, him, and CJ Fly. So it was just like,
that's wild.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy moment. For sure.
Wow. And the biggest moment hasn't happened yet. So that's still in the process.
The biggest moment I would say was when I, you know what I mean, the verse with Saha. That would probably be the biggest moment because that means like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Kanye probably heard that.
Oh yeah, Kanye.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he probably heard that. So it was like, yo.
When you got that, were you just like, I gotta write the craziest verse that I've ever written?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Come harder than ever.
Definitely. I think I rewrote that verse almost 3 times.
Wow.
Nice.
Just because I was like, yo, I'm gonna kill it. Like,
yeah.
I can't come weak. Like, this is my first national debut. I gotta come hard.
That's nice. Nice. Yeah, no, that Mandela track is very hard. Look that up, Mandela remix for sure.
Yeah, because I love that song. And I was just starting to like see your name, and I was like, okay, Charlotte. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
Do you have like a relationship with him, or have you guys been?
No, not necessarily. We haven't worked on anything else. It was kind of like, yo, like we like your music.
Yeah, throw you on.
After that, it's just been like, you know what I mean, what's up here, what's up there, like just seeing, like making sure that I'm staying on course. You know what I mean?
Of course.
That's how it is in this game a lot. Like even though if somebody, you know what I mean, really likes you and really messes with what you're doing, they still want to see that, you know what I mean, you're self-sufficient. That they don't have to necessarily come in and pull you from the depths of wherever you are and bring you there. They want to know that you'll be headed there regardless.
For sure, yeah. So, mentioned Joey Badass, mentioned Side of the Prince. So I'm wondering now, what are you bumping right now? Like, what's the music that, if anything, is speaking to you out there? Or is it really sort of like all all right, like I'm chilling, I'm doing me,
Yeah,
I'm gonna focus on me, sort of thing.
I don't want to sound pretentious, but literally the only album that is in my phone is the album that came with it, and that is the U2 album. I have no other music in my phone.
Well, shouts out to you two getting some plays.
Yeah,
at least,
definitely.
for
That
sure.
California track is real. But nah, what I'm bumping right now, man, it's hard to explain. It's all over the place. It's literally like if I hear a new artist, I'll take a listen to it. Because, I mean, my guys, that's all we ever do is just listen to music. So it's like, yo, check this dude out, and I'll hear him. But I don't necessarily have something that I'm coming back to. I still haven't even heard J. Cole's album.
Wow.
Really? Okay. Yeah. We play a little bit of that in here, of course.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I mean, that's definitely a cool thing. I know in the break you said you want to make sure that it really feels like the art's coming from you, and no one can sort of lay claim to it just because it might sound like something it is.
Yep.
That's great because, like we said, a big part of your catalog so far is the depth of it. I mean, we've heard 3 or 4 different flows on
So
2
many
songs
Yeah.
So many different stuff.
already. So for sure, I mean, versatility I think that's definitely one of the biggest parts of your toolkit. Would you say so? Sort of trying to keep it as fresh as possible.
Yeah, definitely. Versatility is definitely something that I would say is one of my strongest suits. And like I explained earlier, just about being, well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's how you become a better person. Even in anything, just anything in life. Don't focus on one specific thing. Try to master 12 other things. You're valued more. You know what I mean? Once you know other things.
Now, in the future, do you see yourself signing a label deal, or have people been already contacting you? Do you have any opinion on that?
I don't want to necessarily talk about it. It's still open business. But signing to a label, I'm really no rush to. I have my own, Immaculate Taste. Like I mentioned earlier, that's actually a legit label that me and my 2 cousins started. So we're just, honestly, man, like besides Alec, who is a little older, we're just a group of 20 to 24-year-olds just doing music, and that's where I feel most home at. That's where I feel like is the best fit for me. So I don't see myself signing to no label anytime soon, unless they're throwing 10 mil at me. Then I mean, in that case,
You gotta at least sit down.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I have the conversation. You know what I'm saying? You can take me out to lunch. You know what I mean? We could discuss the terms.
What's up?
Yeah.
Of course. And okay, so what's your favorite city you visited so far outside of Charlotte? Whether music related, of course, but what's the place that stuck with you so far?
Stuck with me so far? Outside of Charlotte? Probably Asheville.
Asheville? That's our cameraman from Asheville, of course.
Asheville's the truth, yo. Asheville, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this on radio, but they give a lot of gifts there. They're really great givers. And friendly folks in Asheville. That was just crazy. Like I was just walking outside and a dude was like, "Hey, you want this?" I was like,
not gonna say no.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say no. You know what I mean?
For
He made an
sure.
offer I couldn't refuse. So
You talk a lot about Alec. He's your producer.
my executive producer and also, you know what I mean, my label mate.
How did you link up with him, and how has he changed the way you do things? and helped you
That's
out?
my older cousin. I've known him since out the womb. Like, and,
of course.
He's actually the person that actually told me to rap. At one point, it wasn't like a clear, concise choice that I was gonna be a rapper because I played basketball, like I told you.
Yeah.
So a couple of things happened with that, and I was just sitting in my apartment, 18 years old. It was Christmas time, and I was like, man, I don't want to live like this. Like I couldn't play basketball no more, so it was just like, so what am I gonna do? Like, bruh, rap. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So he's the one who, you know what I mean, kind of put the fire under me and told me to do it. And ever since then, he's just been helping me grow as an artist. You know what I mean? And I mean, executive producer in the sense of if he hears something that he doesn't like, he'll just be like, yo, you should probably go harder on this or do this, or let's switch it up. Let's not talk about, girls, cars, clothes, and drugs. Let's actually say something else. You know what I mean? Because you are something else. Besides, you know what I mean, you do like that stuff, but you're an intellectual person. Let's showcase more of that. My
That's awesome. Yeah. To have someone there, and as part of your artistic process, you saw the artist that likes to have his own product and not to have too much input on it in the raw stages and deliver sort of a finished product to someone like Alex or someone else in your collective, or is it more?
It's the only person that is involved in the raw stages is Alec, and that is the only person that will ever be involved in the raw stages, unless, you know what I'm saying, it's Ye or Rick,
yeah, of course,
you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
Other than that, then me and him, he'll hear it in the raw stages, and then it'll be You know what I mean? If he's like, normally it's like he'll like it, but he'll have like his additions. Like maybe we should add like a snare drum here, or maybe we should add like another backing vocal to fill out the track more. So other than that, like, you know what I mean, I don't see any room for anyone else. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real opinionated person. So
yeah, like to get it.
Yeah,
how you like it.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
Welcome back to the Nightcap on WSOE 89.3. Elon Burlington. We have our special guest here, Wells. And if you're just tuning in, pretty much covered.
You missed a lot.
But you're here at a good time because
came for the best part, really.
Yeah, because we're gonna get some live in the studio bars from Wells. Bars.
Oh yeah.
Bars.
Take your time, man. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah. It is Wells on the Nightcap.
Look. Who you know lava than I. Leave it to beaver, how you missing in pies. Everybody got potential, but only few thrive. Feast of famine, I'm managing for the family. Swear I'm on the brink, but that could always be my sanity. Towing the line of crazy and genius. Down in the Hell's Kitchen just to see Kelly and Regis. I feel like I abandoned my morals. I'm in the booth with a DJ instead of my pastor preparing for the rapture, but it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, he got white friends. He can't be all hood. It's a different approach. I was taught to get it and go. When you think you got me, I switch up the coast. I'm just a sucker for the weed and women. Shorty tried to stay down, but it seen the vision. I'm like a blueprint, forget your 2 cents, and we don't condone the loose lips. My dudes is ruthless. Skip out on the bill at Roof Chris. I've been writing tracks and writing tracks up in my iPhone. You wonder where she at, we wonder where the freaking time go. I go crazy like Michael, psycho, best ever appeared. Never really been a fan of freaking typos. Yeah, that's all I got.
Woo! Said Hell's Kitchen like I'm dining with Kelly Regis. My goodness. My goodness. That's never before heard bars on the Nightcap from Wells.
Bars.
Straight bars.
My name is my name.
My name is my name. Of course.
So I'm guessing that's all we're gonna get for tonight.
Yeah, we'll take it for sure.
For sure, yeah. That's
but all right, so I got one question for you. This is the essay question of the night.
Last question of the night.
All right. I want you to come up with a dream track. This is the pinnacle of your career. This is a song. Now, you can take any 3 rappers, dead or alive, to make it's a posse track with you.
Oh, with me. All right.
With you in it. Your verse in it. And any 2 producers can produce it. So 3 rappers plus you, 2 producers to produce it. And I want you to tell me what verse you have in order. Like first to fourth, which verse are you?
All right, with the song with me, I'm probably gonna be 4th verse because you gotta save the best for last.
Of course.
But my dream track, let me see, probably be Ye.
Okay.
Master P. I got one more, right?
Yeah.
One more rapper, yeah.
Ooh, this is tough. Drake. I'd say Drake, Ye, and Master P.
But Drake have the hook.
Drake on the hook. Drake's only on the hook. Drake is only on the hook. Drake is only on the hook. Me, Ye, and Master P got the verses.
Okay.
And on the beat?
Now, beat-wise, I would want 40. That's Drake's producer.
Of course.
And Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh.
40 and Manny Fresh.
I like that. Yeah,
that'll be interesting.
That'll be my dream track.
Okay, well,
all right, well, you know, Kanye, I know you're listening, so hit him up. Get Master P in the studio, too, and see what we can do.
Let's make it happen.
All right, man. So we want to thank our special guest, Wells, for making this trip down here and
we really
speaking
appreciate
to us
dog.
for the last hour or so.
I want to thank you guys at 89.3 for like even having me. It's just crazy. Like it was also new.
It's new to you, right? Yeah.
I'm just a regular dude from North Carolina. I just happen to like fashion and music. Like
found the lane, man. You found the lane for sure.
Thank you.
And we'll definitely keep bumping our Wells in here for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Expect that.
Send us 98 Juvie.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Everyone at home, make sure you look up Wells. It's not hard to find nowadays.
WELL $.
Make sure you put the $sign.
You can follow me on Twitter too if you like.
At
Wells. The last one is plural.
All right. Thank y'all for coming up, and we're gonna end it with that premiere song, West 704 Life, and we'll catch y'all next week.